Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I have the update for Project Level Up. So Project Level Up was created by 𝓮𝓂𝓮𝓼. She's linked down below. I highly suggest you check her out if you haven't already. And Project Level Up is like a mixture of pan those eyeshadows and no pan left behind. So what you do is you pick or randomize a palette. For a level 1, you use every eyeshadow in that palette once and try to hit one pan. For level 2, you use every shadow in the palette twice and try to hit 2 pans, and so on and so forth. So most people are going up until level 5. You can go higher. I don't think there's many people going higher. I actually only went up to level 4 last year, and I think I'll do that again, but who knows? I don't know what the future will bring. But for right now, I'm on a level 2. So last month we rolled in my level 2 palette. I randomize 3 palettes and then I select my palette. And I picked my Beauty Bay singles that are in this palette. So I've had some Beauty Bay palettes. The 9-pan Midnight, which is the blue one, the 9-pan Berries, which is the red pink one, and then I also had the Beauty Bay Naked Tutorials palette. I depotted shadows from those palettes. I had them in their original pan first, but the magnets that I used didn't really stick very well, so they were flying all over the place. So I repressed the shadows into circular magnetic pans, and that is what this palette is right now. So I will show you what my palette looks like. Let's remove the sticky note. So here is my palette. So I will go over all of my uses. Do I know the shade names of all of these? I think I do, sort of. So the first shadow in this palette is the shadow Gleam. This came from the Midnight palette. I have used this 4 times and hopefully you can see that I managed to hit pan. This shadow is super flaky and I just kicked my tripod, I'm sorry. I did not use any alcohol to press any of these shadows because I didn't want the formula to change. These are very soft and easy to press, so that is why it's, I think, easy to hit pan for me on shades like these. You can see it in the others, kind of how they've moved. But anyway, 4 uses and I hit pan. Then next to that is the shade Sky, and this is also from the Midnight palette. I've used that 4 times as well. Then next to that is the shade Cloud. I used that 3 times. This is from the Berries palette. Then here is one from the Naked Tutorials palette. I don't know, what is that called? This is the shade 𝓮𝓂𝓮𝓼. I've used that twice. Then moving on, this is the shade Lilac, again from the Midnight palette. I've used that 4 times. Then next to that is the shade Mist from the Midnight palette. I've used that 3 times. Then moving over here, we have the shade Doll. This is from the Berries palette. I've used that 2 times. And here we have another one from the Naked Tutorials palette that I've used once. And then this one is also from the Naked Tutorials palette, and I also used that once. And those are the shades. Pride, so the pink one is Pride. And this I think is Underground. Yeah, Underground. So there is the palette. So I haven't completed my usage goal. I still need to use this shadow once and that one once. And then I need to hit another pan. And looking at this palette now, it's probably going to be the blue matte or one of these 2 shimmers. This one is very, very full. So I don't know. You can see that there is a dip, but it's a very full pan. So I don't know if that will be the one that I go for to hit pan on, seeing as I have quite a dip in this one, and I think I'm closer to pan on that one. So there's that. I am actually wearing most of the shadows on my eyes today. I was going for kind of a wintry like Ice Princess look, but I used a blue from Glam Shop and it was more blue green than it was blue, so I just leaned into the mermaid vibes. So I went with, do I have on my eyes the two purple, the purple and the blue mattes in my crease. So I have the blue on the outside, the purple on the inside. And then I have this blue shimmer over top of that Glam Shop shimmer to kind of give it a little bit more blue instead of full on green. And then I have the purple shimmer on the inner part of my lid, and that's the one I hit pan, so that's nice. And I also, because I haven't used that one yet up until this morning, I put this on my lower lash line over this blue matte. I didn't want to go full pink, so I thought put it over the blue matte to keep it kind of mermaidy. And then I also put this shimmer in my inner corner as an inner corner highlight. So there's that. So I am quite enjoying using this palette. I do definitely have my favorite shades, and that's definitely the purple and the like pinky peachy ones. I love those. So honestly, not really sure what pan I will present, hopefully next month, but I'm pretty sure I can hit a pan in this palette, maybe by next month. I'll try. And then of course the two extra uses that I need to do on this shadow and this shadow, I don't think that will be a problem. So that concludes it for the update. It's not super exciting. We're not rolling a new palette yet. Last year I did, when I was almost done with a palette, already roll in the next one, but I'm very overwhelmed with all the things that I'm trying to do this year, so I'm just gonna take it slow. I'm gonna hit my second pan in that palette and then we can move on. And maybe I hit it tomorrow and I'll have a month of not needing to use a Project Level Up palette, and that will be fine. I will survive, and yeah, I just think this is the best way to do it. Maybe for the next levels I will give myself a head start and already roll in the second palette, but we'll get to that when we get to that. This was it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I sort of kind of match my nails actually. Mermaid vibes. And yeah, I really hope to see you in one of my next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.